Hi everyone. Today I will be performing at Newcastle Presbyterian Church, and I'm going to be performing at their first Pride event, and it's a full day of just Pride related events. I'll be reading my poetry, and since I know everyone can't attend, I would like to read my poetry that I'll be performing, 5 poems I'll be performing right now in this video so that people can hear it who can't come. Rising Phoenix, my symbol. Okay, here we go. Alright, the first poem is Get Ready to Get Deep, People. Dancing in War. Dancing in War. I dance with my future to the left of me. I dance with my past to the right of me. I dance with my present in my center core. These are the dances you must do at war. On the front lines, you move the wind. You move the mountains. You move yourself with embrace, not hatred to your own face that you deem unworthy. The wind blows gentle gusts. It carries you up when you don't have wings, but you stay grounded. You aren't meant to fly before you walk. You aren't meant to ascend before you go forward, and you look back one last time. And you can look her in the face and say, I'm sorry I judged you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I am sorry that I once hated you, but now we are free. And you are still a part of me. But you are no longer me. Just a memory. One of the days I was not free. The next one I have to read is Because I Am Gray, which is a poem I read during the Pendel annual conference in 2015, I think. And they were currently voting and tabling and having a church schism over whether clergy could be out LGBTQ and open about their sexuality and still be ordained, and whether they could perform same-sex marriages within the church. And they were having a lot of tension and ugly debate about it, and people left the church, people were upset and fighting. And now, recently, it has been approved to change, and now the United Methodist Church is, splitting up into factions, and there's a there will not be any more punishment for people who do this. So you can be ordained and be openly queer, and you can perform same-sex marriages within the United Methodist Church, depending on what part you're in. So this is a poem about that time, and I'm happy to say things did eventually change. Dear beloved children, I have something to tell you. Something that I've been struggling with for many, many years. Son, daughter, I am gray. I tried to hide behind Botox and dye, but I'm gray. I see my world fading away and all that I knew to be true. My friends are passing away. I'm left with only a few because I am gray. When I hear you all speak, you say that I don't listen, but to me, it's another language when you say what you say. That the church needs radical change, but all I was taught was to be loyal and obey. There are beloved leaders, worshipped, who instead of action just told us to pray. Letting the hungry man go to feed on words alone with no place to stay. Our way is not the way. No matter what other elders may say, in your youthful space you run, you scream, you jump, you play. Play pianos and trumpets and congas and sway. But we do not move, as it seemed irreverent. to display. But a flame sparked among you ignites a fiery shaking, an earthquaking loss of control. Holy Spirit taking over, let go and let God, let the Spirit flow inside of me. The colors have already faded, and I fear I'm too jaded to change. All these colors I see bleeding and erased, silenced and chased out of our spiritual space while looking at your weeping face. Crying, why am I cast out of the Maker's house? We douse the flames of the Holy Spirit with the ashes of the old, but I challenge you, be bold, because the flames of your youth cannot be blown out by the weakened breath of even the most devout hypocrites, fundamentalists, loyalists, and elitists, with patience and endurance, with motivation and ambition, with wisdom and guidance. These new colors will paint our sanctuary walls red, red with the blood of a forgiving, merciful, loving God, not the gray that takes away the Holy Spirit. All we really had in the past was a partial heart for Jesus made of glass, because, oh, how easily it would crack in the sight of particular people, in which we justified our attacks in the name of God. The grays would set ablaze an attempt to burn out all that was not the same. But God's kingdom is not made of a single flame. Flames come in many colors. We are breaking chains of the prejudices of others. There is no place in the sacred space for the discrimination of our brothers and our sisters who have a unique ability to lead. So why restrict them to the church pew seats? Push those doors open. Give that hungry homeless man something to eat. Open hearts, open minds, open doors. But you don't seem to care if I bleed? Am I the Samaritan that you're trying not to see? I am gray, and I need to change. But before I fade, spark a fire in me. Let me feel all that you have to give, a generation's rage, the burn of a bleeding flame. Because if we continue to abandon and reject our youth and hide them in the background with shame, then if they decide to leave the church that never welcomes them, then who is truly to blame? Oh my God. To read that poem now and have fought for this within the church and seen like all the ugliness that led up to it, and the just for it to have that dream realized now is why I'm whew. Because at the time I wrote that poem, that was not the case, and I did not think it was going to change. So whew. Okay. This one's called Not Even Your Hell. Don't let your own ghosts haunt you. Don't let your own corpses haunt you. That past is alive and at rest. Let it sleep. But do not let it repeat. You are alive because it lies down. Don't let it lie to you now that you've risen. Don't let it pull you down in a grave. You never died. You only fell. You are the one who flew from your broken shell. And nothing can hold back your heaven, not even your hell. I wish I had known. She's so soft and so strong. She can lift me and shake me around like a doll. I like when she swings me and I get to be so dainty. I like when she gives me piggyback rides up hills and carries all my bags and cooks for me. Like when she helps me, holds me, finds me when I get lost. 'Cause I get such a mushy brain around her and I can't think. And I say my words wrong. And she has to just pout and I crumble. You want to see this pitiful sight. I want this sweet girl to become my wife. If I was younger and I saw my life asking who will be my Prince Charming, I might have found the answer to be alarming. I found nothing wrong with other gay people. I found something wrong with me being something that I didn't think I was supposed to be, on top of several other somethings that made my life more difficult. And I think to myself, well, was she worth it? Is this my reward? Would I pay the cost again if I knew who was waiting for me at the end? I wasn't supposed to love myself for a prize. It wouldn't be love at all. Some days I wish I had known that I wouldn't try to get someone to marry to make society happy. Some days I wish I would have known that the world would change and marry could mean more than words spoken and legal papers. Today, Today is already the tomorrow that I cried over yesterday, thinking that it would never come. Today is already the tomorrow that I cried over yesterday, thinking that it would never come. And there are too many more tomorrows for me to weep over the days with no sun. There are too many tomorrows to fear any approaching storms. There are too many tomorrows and opportunities for hope to be reborn. Oh my god, I gotta get through this. Oh man. Okay. This is the last one. Alright, pink, blue, and white. Pink, blue, and white. It was described to me as if wearing the left shoe on the right and the right shoe on the left. I don't know too many, so I can only speak of the few that I met. Pink, blue, and white. They are part of the red, blue, and white. Red, white, and blue want to take away the rights of those who have multiple hues. Pink, blue, and white. Something that I cannot quite understand, but I would like to move from an Allies march to playing in the band and beating the drum of an advocate. I would like to do more than just support trans lives. Pink, blue, and white. I tried to learn we are closer together, but there's an experience that I've never felt. Sure, I'm not that attached to being a girl, but I never felt this dysphoric discomfort, and I never felt like this person in the mirror is not me. And there are people out there who deal with all three. There are people out there who are trans and queer and POC. People of color were clustered together too. To the others, we're all the same. But as far as struggles are concerned, we don't all feel the same way. We don't all go through the same things. Some of us have had little to no shame. Every queer story is not one of woe. Every ally story is not one of a journey. Some people have parents who have already shown their love. There were children who have already known from the beginning that love is love. There have been families where children were embraced already, where all of the siblings already belonged no matter what. There are families where there is delight in whatever kind of child is born, just happy to celebrate life, whether it's in color or rainbow, neurodivergent or disabled. It doesn't matter to some at all. I used to think no parent wants a gay child, but some parents are just happy to have one. Some parents celebrate no matter what. A new life is here, a new future, a new face, a new hope. Look at them shining. Look how they beam. Look at this beauty. The world always needs changing for the better. We need you. So hopeful, the beautiful, the wonderful. We need you. The colorful, fly these flags higher. And if your colors bleed, I promise to bandage you. And if my colors bleed, you promise to bandage me. And allies, if your colors bleed, we will bandage each other. Together we fight today. Together these rays of sun will pierce through these clouds and storms. Together our unison is stronger. But we will leave with some bandages. We will leave with some scars. Are you prepared to fight? Are you prepared to march outside of the celebratory parade? Are you prepared to walk with me in a crowd, in a mob, in a riot, into a war? Life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Some want to shoot the light out of the sky, and some are afraid of the stars in the night. They'll call it a shooting star ready to shoot down the people below. But we're lights. We're all lights of hope, no matter what they claim or the names they may call us. We too are red, white, and blue. We are the U.S. Us in a state of turmoil. So I ask you, are you ready to march at dawn? Are you ready for the soldier's call? Are you ready to defend U.S.? All us? And that's what I'm going to be reading today. So that's some powerful poetry right there. What did they say? The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm really impressed with myself. And I'm really proud of myself. And I didn't think I would be here, and I didn't think that I would ever get to this point in my life. And I fought really, really hard. And I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so thankful to all the people who loved on me when I didn't love myself. And I want to return the favor and help those who are struggling like I did and struggling in ways I didn't. We need each other more than ever. No matter who we are, we need each other. This life is really difficult at times, and I want for us to look past our identities, not be blind to them, but to look past them when it comes to who to love, who to support, who to fight for. And I want that. I want us to see our souls, and I want us to see each other for the hearts we have, the lifeblood, the humanity. We deserve this. We deserve to love ourselves, and we are worthy of love and respect and support and family, whether it's biological or chosen. I want this world to be better, and I know this world can be better because it is better than it was. And it's worse in some ways than it was. And there's always going to be a fight that needs to be fought. So I just want to encourage and bring hope. I don't want us to forget our history, where we're coming from, generation to generation. And I don't want us to get complacent about the rights that we have, because they are not kept by being complacent. They are not kept by only celebrating and forgetting what it took to get here. We have to fight, especially now, to keep these rights, to get them back, to demand them, and say, we are not going to take this sitting down, lying down. No, we're going to fight. We're going to fight for our rights. And we have a whole bunch of people loving on us and loving each other to win.